the cases the petitioner was called for physical verification of documents and was absent.
Yes, that is the case.
This grounds already recorded in our report also, and the gap between the date on which the petitioner was called and filing of the petition is about 1 month.
1 month,
About 1 month.
not much.
But in these kind of issues, I would say that it is a long time. But still, I have discussed with the authority, and if the court directs, then we will arrange for physical verification. But kindly record that this is because we will face a huge floodgate. So kindly record that this is firstly without any precedents, and in view of the fact that the petitioner was not offensive.
So that Mr. Bhattacharya, Mr. Samim cannot come again with another set of candidates. This will not create any precedents, and
it will not create any precedents. As the petitioners, these petitioners, they approach
within the reasonable time.
time
When the date was fixed,
My Lordship, the verification date was
first I am taking 8385 of 2024.
date of verification, that is at page 58.
এই একটা কাগজ দাও তো সাদা। তাড়াতাড়ি দাও না, একটা দিলেই হবে। Yes, in WPA 8385 2024.
It is 15 February 2024, page 58.
Verification, just a minute.
Reporting time.
Date 15th
2/2024.
and the writ petition was filed on 19 March 2024.
Subject to correction.
8385,
Yes.
19 March.
Here it is noted as 18.
Then another writ petition, just a minute, one after another. WPA, just a minute. 12341 of 2024. What was the verification date?
Verification date was
17/2/2024.
And it was filed on 29th April. (2024).
Affirmed on maybe 26th, I do not know.
Date of filing 29th April.
In the affirmation page, it is.
One indulgence.
Please don't mention any matter at this. There is another matter fixed at 3 p.m. I have limited time. Sorry, please don't mention. Yes.
We have filed one additional party application in connection with item number
844, no. Eight four four five.
The reporting date.
Just a minute. 8445. Date of verification.
Date of reporting date 17 February 2020.
Same date.
Yes, and the
filed on 19th March
2020.
এসো শোনো, তিনটে রিট পিটিশনের উপর একসঙ্গে অর্ডার করে দেবে, আলাদা আলাদা করার দরকার নেই। হ্যাঁ, এই তিনটে রিট পিটিশন আছে। ফার্স্ট ওয়ান ইজ 8385. Yes, give your appearances. 3 writ petitions are taken up for consideration analogously, since similar issue is involved in these 3 writ petitions. Stop. Next paragraph. Petitioners in these 3 writ petitions participated in first state level selection test 2016 within bracket upper primary, which is confined to 10% vacancies reserved for para teachers. Stop. petitioners uploaded their respective testimonials in terms of the notice issued by the concerned authority of the West Bengal Central School Service Commission, within bracket hereinafter referred to for short commission, close bracket, commission quote unquote, and pursuant thereto a list was published on the website of the commission containing names of candidates, including the petitioners, who would be permitted to participate in, now who were permitted to participate in personality test, provided candidates come under the candidates come within the zone of consideration applying ratio of 1:1.4, full stop. However, the candidates names of whom featured in the list were required to have their testimonials physically verified, but petitioners in the present case but the petitioners in the present writ petitions could not appear on the dates fixed for physical verification of testimonials, which triggered the present writ petitions. Stop. A common prayer, next paragraph, a common prayer is made on behalf of the petitioners to permit them to have their testimonials physically verified. Otherwise, petitioners will not be permitted to participate in ensuing counseling if conducted.
The counselor,
Not
Interview. Ensuing personality test. Yes.
The list which has been prepared, it was only for the purpose of verification, not for the purpose of interview. We have called them for verification because that list will constantly change. The moment someone gets rejected, then some other candidates are called.
So the list after uploading of testimonials
Yes.
was prepared for the purpose of verification,
For-
not for
Not for interview,
personality test.
for personality.
তাহলে এটা একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে, একটু
Is
পড়ো।
it verification of their documents?
না না ওখানটা
We
বল।
have yet prepared any interview list. That is why we want the interim order to be made.
Prayer is made
হ্যাঁ
on behalf of the petitioner to permit them to have their testimonials physically verified. Otherwise,
আর তার আগের প্যারাগ্রাফ চেঞ্জ করতে হবে।
এরা প্রত্যেকে কিন্তু অনলাইন ভেরিফিকেশন
petitioners
আপলোড করেছে।
in this 3D petition,
Yeah.
which is confined to 10% vacancy of ballot in the stock. Petitioners uploaded their respective testimonials in terms of the notice issued by the concerned authority of the commission, commission, and pursuant thereto, the list was published on the website of the commission containing names of the candidates, including the petitioner, who were permitted to participate in personal
না,
test.
who were permitted to have their testimonials physically verified subsequent thereto. Who were permitted to have their testimonials physically verified subsequent thereto. তারপরে ওই যে বললাম না 1:1.4 রেশিও, এগুলো আর বলারই দরকার নেই, ওই প্যারাগ্রাফটা কেটে দাও। Yes. তারপরে নেক্সট প্যারাগ্রাফটা পড়ো।
However, the candidates' names of whom featured in the list were required to have their testimony.
However, the names of candidate, না, কি বললাম, however,
The candidates' names
whose names
featured in the list were required to have their testimonials.
না, however the candidates names of whom এরকম কেন
Names
বলে
of whom featured in the list were required to have their testimonials physically
এটা
verified.
এটা কেটে দাও, আমি ঠিক করে দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ, লাস্ট পার্টটা কেটে দাও।
যেটা যেটা বললেন এটা করে এই কমন প্লেয়ার
না, পুরোটা কেটে দাও, ওখানটা ভুলে দিও। However, though names of the petitioners featured in the list prepared by the commission for physical verification of their testimonials, but they could not present themselves on the fixed date for for verification, for such verification. Stop. Common prayer is made in these three writ petitions, seeking direction upon the commission which would permit them to have their testimonials verified in consideration of the fact that their names featured in the aforesaid list. Stop. Previously matter was heard on, next paragraph, previously matter was heard on 22nd April 2025 when Dr. Patro, learned advocate representing the commission, prayed for accommodation to obtain instructions. Stop. Today it is submitted on behalf of the commission that since the petitioners approached this court within the reasonable time after the date fixed for physical verification, their cases may be considered subject to direction to be passed by this court.
And
Next.
indicate what is the reasonable time? Within a month or 1.5 months.
So, next paragraph. Next paragraph. Having considered the case made out in the writ petition and submissions made on behalf of the commission, this court directs the concerned authority of the commission to physically verify the testimonials of the petitioners within a period of.
Kindly do not fix a time, we'll do it when required. Because until we are,
No, let the verification process be complete. If I do not fix a time, there will be a difficulty subsequently. You know the technical difficulty. You tell me within which time you can verify.
4 weeks, 4 weeks.
হ্যাঁ, কি বলছেন? Petitioners within a period of 4 weeks from the date of communication of
6
this
weeks,
order.
it will be 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
We have no problem. We have no problem.
Very well. Within a period of 6 weeks,
Other compliances.
accepted.
Yes, yes.
Within a period of 6 weeks from the date of communication of this order.
Yes.
Stop. After physical verification of testimonials, petitioners will be permitted to participate.
Kindly do not, because they
That
will
is-
be rejected also if they are.
Very well. Next paragraph.
Consequences.
Next paragraph. Aforesaid order is passed in view of the fact that petitioners have approached this court within a short span of time after the date fixed by the commission for physical verification of their testimonials. Stop. This order shall not create any precedence. Stop. This order is passed in the aforesaid no, it shall not create any precedence. This order is passed in aforesaid special circumstances which will not create any precedence. Stop. All the three writ petitions stand disposed of. Urgent xerox certificate. Pilot application take steps accordingly. Sorry.
Application for addition of parties.
Sorry.
One order at least one can.
আচ্ছা দেখি, in which matter you have filed an application? Why you have not filed a separate writ petition?
Since I am standing in a similar.
Maybe. Why we will be considered as parasite?
Same footing, his reasoning must be different. They have all given their explanation why they could not come on the date.
Explain, paragraph 8.
How can
আচ্ছা দাঁড়াও ওটা
I am
দাও
objecting to the
yes
application.
Mr. Hossain has rightly submitted that an order is required to be passed.
Yes.
Yes, can 1 of 2024 in 8385. Stop. In next paragraph, follow. In view of the aforesaid order, in view of the order passed today in the aforesaid 3 writ petitions, application being can 1 of 2024 passed in filed in connection with WPA 8385 of 2024 stands disposed of, granting leave to the applicant or applicants
Applicant 1.
applicant to file to take steps to file separate writ petition.
Then I won't be able to take the objection if this observation is there, granting him leave. Then I won't be able to take the.
Very well, to take steps in accordance with law.
If there is any objection of, he will.
Yes,
obviously
definitely
file
there
it.
is an objection.
He has
You will
opt-
miss
he
the
has
date.
he has obtained
Uh,
Mr. Hossain, he has obtained instructions in connection with the petitioners. So today, if I again adjourn the matter, unnecessarily matter will be dragged. If you want, you can file, you can take steps accordingly.
It is a wrong procedure to file this CAN application. I will oppose it on that ground.
Because case to case basis
Should have
matter has
been
to be
dismissed,
considered.
not disposed of.
Case to case basis matter has to be considered independently. So you should have filed a writ petition separately. Why you haven't done this? Commission has now become very susceptible with regard to time.
So one thing I have to keep in mind, the number of candidates I'm dealing with. That is,
Yes, there are certain administrative.
and I don't want to flood the courts with the cases unnecessarily.
Yes.